Dave, sorry about that. I don't think we heard you with Kirsten, but what was going on with Jansen there? Was it control, velocity?
Yeah, I just think today it was just about his command. That's just uncharacteristic for him to, not have the command like that. There were some misfires in there, some spike fastballs that just typically doesn't happen with him. So, we'll dig into it.
Is there any concern with Nelson? He didn't really miss many bats until, I guess, the at-bat to Moreland, and then he gave up the single. But he hasn't looked as sharp as he did in spring. Is that just early going, or what have you seen from him?
Who's that?
Nelson.
Yeah, with Nelson, it's I think what is he had 3 outings. So, I think he's still trying to get his feet under him. The curveball, fastball, sinker, the cutter, or the slider. And he just got to kind of get it dialed in because there is more swing and miss in there. But he's still getting strikeouts. But I think that he's only going to get better.
When did Mookie first have the back thing? Was it this morning or yesterday?
This morning. I think yesterday there was some residual from yesterday's game, and then this morning he woke up stiff, and then I got notified. And just being that we have the off day tomorrow, I wanted to give him 2 full days to recover.
Thanks.
Yep.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, do you expect Mookie to play on Friday?
I do. I'm not certain, but that's my expectation. Yes.
Anything new on Cody?
No, I don't expect him to be in the lineup on Friday. Unless something really crazy happens for the better. But from what I hear, there's a steady improvement.
Is the injured list still a possibility for him?
It's still a possibility. We'll kind of, as we get through tomorrow, we get to the ballpark on Friday, then we'll probably make a decision then if we're gonna, we'll make a decision then.
Did Austin reopen a cut there?
Yeah, on that play that Zach McKinstry bunt, there was a little bit of opening, but I think that he'll be fine after tomorrow.
And then with Kenley, you mentioned last night he just wasn't as crisp. Mentioned digging into some stuff. What are you guys looking for to maybe turn things around with Kenley when he's looking like that?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. I think that obviously the commanding of the baseball, which when you know that he's right, he does that. There's not balls that are going into the dirt or really missing a lot of glove side like that. And the characteristics of the cut fastball. So I think that's good, but it's just more of just commanding the baseball like we know he can.
And then when that play with Zach, with that bunt, did he do that on his own? You guys call for that?
I was on his own and a very heads-up play, and should have been scored a hit.
Yeah, probably. Thank you.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
You mentioned that this is uncharacteristic for Kenley, but isn't this kind of the thing you were dealing with him last September and October?
Yeah, well, I mean, this spring he was really good. So again, I think that as far as when I talk about spring, it's not really the results. It's about what I see with my eyes as far as with Kenley in particular, it's command of baseball. And I thought he did a good job of that in spring where these last 2 nights, it just didn't seem like he commanded like we've seen recently.
Should we be focusing more on 2 for 21 with runners in scoring position?
Yeah, we're typically very good offense. I mean, we're not very good offensive ball club. But today is one of those days that we didn't cash in on opportunities. You're going to have those days though. Anything you can point to as far as the at bats in those situations? No, I thought that even there were a couple lineouts in there that could have broke the game open. I thought there were some other good at bats that just didn't show the results. But I still think that today just wasn't our best, I guess, with running score position.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have time for one more. Go ahead, Jesse.
Say, Dave, after tomorrow, it's going to be 3 days off out of the 6 days for Mookie. Is this something that it was just kind of one of those freaky occurrences, or is it going to be this kind of indicative of the plan for him the rest of the season, giving him a lot of rest? Or
no, well, today he came in with a tied back, so that's where the plan was to plan. So obviously, if the player doesn't feel well, he's not going to play. So The plan is to run him out there a lot, but you know, depending on how he's feeling and the schedule, you know, we'll pick off days, but yeah, the plan is to have him out there quite often.